because there are things being captured, the shots at first seem very simple, and then they sort of, you notice these things that grow out of them. Are you aware of that when you're acting in the scene, or is it very much trusting her to say, oh, we need to do it again to capture this?
I feel like, I think what's one of Sophia's strongest attributes is her casting. I think she really knows how to put dynamics together in the right roles. And so I don't question her at all, and I do my thing, and I know what I expect out of the scene and what needs to happen, and she trusts me to be that vehicle for her.
I completely trust Sofia with everything. I mean, she's someone, and she's a director that just, you can tell, that she sees the whole movie in her mind way before she starts shooting it, from beginning to end. The shots, how she wants it to look, the kind of the color palette. She has tons of like mood boards that we saw with like all these photos of just grasping the feel and kind of candle lit, and she really captures it so well in this film. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, but it has a lot of substance.
I mean, we shot this in 26 days, so it was a really tight schedule. So we kind of had to be as efficient as we could, and how to tell the scene in the most efficient way we could. But it all depended on what we were filming. So it depended on the scene. We wanted to feel claustrophobic in the story because you're trapped in the house with all these women, and then the way we shot it shifts as the story takes a turn, and it gets more into a Southern Gothic kind of genre.
It's not just another film with her; it's another period piece, which you've done quite a few.
All of them are period pieces.
What is the sort of learning process entering into another time period?
To me, I guess that depends on the movie. Naturally, yes, we did Bible study, and we had corsets and these hairdos, and there's just a natural way of carrying yourself, and we learned all the, kind of how to hold your skirt, all those little things that you have to pay attention to. But other than that, then the emotional stuff, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it because you can look at things that are topics that are on your mind now, but you have more distance with them, and it can be a more heightened version. And the Civil War South has always been, just the South has been very exotic to me because it's so different than where I grew up, and going into that world in another time. And I think for audiences, too, to be able to go in and really escape modern life and go into another era is something I enjoy.
Do you go back to the original book or the Don Siegel film?
Yeah, the Don Siegel film I hadn't seen. I didn't even know the story before Sofia introduced me to it, but I did watch the film before just to see what it was, and then the book, I didn't read the whole book, but Sofia highlighted some things in the book that she sent to me about my character, about how my character, she didn't necessarily come from like a wealthy family, but her mom was all about, she taught Alicia all these qualities on how to get a man. So literally I was raised just to get a rich husband. So I brought that into her a little bit.
What is it like to meet everyone else for the first time?
I don't know. It's always kind of first day of school a little bit. I'd met Nicole before, actually, on Interview with the Vampire when I was a little girl. And then I knew Elle from before, but then we became really good friends on this. And it's just, it feels like, first day of school.
Yeah, we had a fun, joyful atmosphere on set because we were all together in New Orleans and, making this movie that we were excited about. So the tension in the film was not on set, luckily. And Colin was a good sport about being our token man surrounded by ladies.